Okay, here we go. Game one. You have Lexxie and Dan. That was Lexxie against Jim from Two Baggers. Jim's throwing a good turn. And on the right-hand side, we have Gary against Dan from River Rats. And right away, Lexxie gives up 4. So instead of a 6-point handicap that we have to give them, Lexxie just made it 10. No worries, though. Is that on or is that sideways? Looks like it's sideways. Actually, it looks like it's on the stake, so we'll see. That was on and off. Couldn't hook to stay on. All right, 1 down, so it wasn't on. All right, let's get that 4 points back. That's your job right now. Good shoe, just a little to the left. Nice and soft. Ooh. Uh-oh. That looks like that's going to fall if he hits that. Good thing he didn't hit it. It's just 1. Back to a 10-point lead. Trying to center things up a little bit. Gary's got that unfinished follow through and then a step afterwards. Never know. Sometimes you never know what they're going through. Sometimes they don't lift their shoulder like that and they do not follow through fully because of shoulder problems. If they lift their shoulder past a certain point, it's painful. So I don't know what Gary's going through. I know what Dan's going through. Dan's got some shoulder issues. And 1 for Gary. So you'll see Dan not give a full follow through. That's his issue. He needs new rotator cuffs on both shoulders. Okay, so we got 1 point from Jim. I think Lexxie can beat that. That's a nice soft shoe. That's it. And a 6. Rick got a 6-pack, threw it down to me. I threw it back, got a 6-pack. And on the other pit that you're watching right now, Lexxie got a 6-pack. So that was, inside of a couple of minutes, that was 3 6-packs from the Rats. That was pretty good. That's a point for Dan. We've had a start where, like Rick and Bob start at home and their first two shoes, they both throw 6-packs down to me and Dan. Then me and Dan pick up the shoes, throw it back. I throw a 6-pack. And then we're looking at Dan like, oh my God, we could all throw for our first game, we could all throw 6-packs to start out. So Dan's like, oh my God, there's a lot of pressure on me right there. That's 1 point for Dan. So we're all looking at Dan, and his first shoe goes on. And we're like, oh my God. And then the other one, he just barely missed it. And we didn't have that on tape, but that was pretty cool. I think that was backwards for Lexxie. Good shoe though. So instead of a 10-0 lead for them, we've cut it down to 4. Now we've cut it down to 3. Slowly getting that lead, cutting that lead a little bit. Good shoe. See, we were just to let you know, we didn't shoot too well this night. So that'll just give you a little prelude to what we did tonight. And none of us did really good. I think this was having 3 6-packs all back to back like that. It's pretty unusual. You'll see later how we do really crappy. So we're getting a 1. All right, cut it down to 2. Top ringer 1 Dan. Got to get Lexxie to stop dipping. I don't know why she's dipping. She should just stand straight up and just walk forward. Because when you're dipping, when you dip down and then stand back up, that affects your distance. Because you're up and down, up and down. If you just step forward, you control your distance better. And we got another one. We're pointing him to death. God, the mouth on that guy. Let's see what Gary does here. He's due. He'll probably put a ringer on him. He's definitely due. It was a good shoe. It was 40 feet and open, but just off to the right. One we go, and now it's a tie game. Oh, that was so close. Good shoes. You notice Lexie's grabber? It's a deer leg. Not just the foot. It's the leg and the knee and everything. I found that in the garbage, and then I think they were sort of using it for like a. So we had all 4 of those. It almost looked like somebody he had a stick on it, and they were using it as a like a fire poker. So I left that stick on there because it was in there pretty good. They drilled it out and then, I don't know, JB welded it. And then I gave a golf club to Rick, and he slipped it over the existing steel and then brazed a hook on it for Lexi. So now she uses that as her hook. She loves it. When we first got it, she used to chase my older daughter around with it because my daughter hated the dead things. She doesn't like dead things. I'd bring home stuffed chickens and stuff like that and put it in her room, and she'd like, oh, gross. Won us. Oh, no. Oh, he's on. 19. Good job, Dan. All right, Lex. There you go. That should finish it. Hopefully that finishes it. See what Jim does. Jim can throw ringers on there. He hasn't played in a long time though, so he might be a little rusty. I think it's been about 5 years since he's played, so that was it. 3 we go. Not too bad. 11 minutes and 42 seconds on that one. So not all that bad. Got a lot of long games today. I think we only have one under 10 minutes, so get ready for that. Really crappy play. And we'll see what we do at the end of this. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and hope you like my blabbing. Talk to you later.